Oh, all right. Let me post this real quick. All right. There we go. What is going on with my phone? Okay. Ready. June 22nd, it's Cancer season. And then next month, it's my season. Leo. Okay. If you're on here, just say here. Excuse me. Hi. All right. Perfect. Perfect timing. How was your day? Okay, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into these YouTube question and answers. I've just been really tired. I think it's just the heat. But other than that, it's been good. I just wanted to be more productive today. Okay, so Jeremiah and Samantha, we're going to start with Marissa. She has 3 questions. We're going to start with her usual first. So yeah, let's see. Oh, which way did you do it on the bank? I just don't see it yet. Let's see. Cash App. Yeah, it says 0 on Cash App. Hold on. Yeah, can you go check it? Actually, it just went through. It's so weird. It doesn't. There we go. Now I got it. I don't always get an email that pops up for it. And when I went in, it said 0. It just takes a few minutes. That's it. Okay, so we are ready to roll. What is your favorite song from, what's his name? Wallen? God, I know his name, and of course my brain does not work. My name does not. Morgan. There we go. There, it started to work. I'm all Morgan. All right. What's your favorite song that he sings? Okay, I'm gonna listen to that one later to see if I've heard it. I've heard a couple of his songs, but all right. So let's do your first question. His new album. Okay, the new album. It's if you were mine. If you were mine. All right, let me go and take a screenshot of that real quick so I don't forget. Morgan. I found it. I can't play it on here because it's against regulations. You're gonna laugh because it kind of relates to G. Oh wow. Yeah, I will definitely listen to it when I get off of here. Okay, we're gonna start. So, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into these 3 questions for Marissa. Marissa, her first question is her regular question. So, Greg, please come forward. Um, the question is, Marissa wants to know, Greg, what are your current feelings, thoughts, energy, and emotions for her, about her? All right. Let me start the clock. I'll have that in mind when I listen to it. I'll have it in mind that it relates to G. All right. So, Greg, as soon as you can come forward, please come in. Tell us what your current feelings, thoughts, when you think about her, what do you think of? What is the emotion behind it? And what is the energy you're in as it pertains to her? Okay, so the first card out, I normally wouldn't do this. I like to kind of lay it out first. But because it's the Six of Cups, that definitely means that he is very aware of the question. The Six of Cups is the the ex partner. In this case, the ex girlfriend. Doesn't matter if you guys didn't have a label. A relationship is a relationship. That's how I refer to it. All right. So let's see. What are your feelings? What do you like when you think, Greg, about Marissa? What is it? And I really want to get the best answer. So I am gonna kind of close my eyes and see if he will express anything from the heart. More so than the cards. The cards will just be to kind of emphasize that we're on the right page, right? Okay, here we go. Tell me what you feel in your heart when you think of Marissa. I want him to speak to me or show me a vision, a symbol, anything. It's weird. It's like these flashing images, and I'm not quite sure what he's trying to say because they're not full visions. I don't know. He's showing me a calendar. He's showing me a dress, like a fancy dress, but it's not like a wedding dress, but it is like a fancy dress. Okay, so he's asking, I don't know, does he yeah, it's like kind of coming like if he could, oh my god, like kind of, okay, so he just showed me a rose. So he's taking me to the Bachelor, all right? And one girl always gets the princess date. And on the princess date, if you don't watch it, on the princess date, they get to go shopping and get all these designer dresses, clothing, they get purses, they get a lot of very high price stuff. And it's this dress that you would see on the cartoon princesses. It's like it's red, and I don't like red, but it is very pretty. But it's almost like what Cinderella would wear or one of the princesses would wear, but it's red and it has I don't know what that's called when it just goes up here and then around. It's almost like velvety, and then it is it's kind of like corset, and then it's like this big, long, beautiful train red dress. I don't know. He's saying and so that rose to me is yes, Marissa is on the right page. I want to give her a romantic date. And he goes, I want, he's kind of referencing the song that you were talking about when I asked you what's your favorite song. He's like, if it's a romantic song, he's showing me Oh, like I wish it could just be you and I, nobody else in the crowd, nobody else, just Morgan Wallen or whoever your favorite is. And it's just you and me, and we're like dancing. It's really, really, really sweet. So it's like the over the top date that is never going to happen. But in his mind, it happens. Really sweet. Okay. Anything else? I'm going to pull some cards now. Yeah, he kept wanting this card. I'll tell you when it comes. Yeah, he wants to show you that he wants to be emotionally connected to you. All right? So let's do the cards. The Six of Cups, my ex-girlfriend that I still care so much about. When I think of her, I think of the Knight of Cups. That is me coming in on the white horse and like going to my princess. Like, yes, I'm a knight, but I'm pursuing her romantically. The Judgment card is that there's like a decision that he's made in his heart that you're the next card. That he wants to like reconnect with you, the Scorpio, the star is like he wants to like he wants to come in big. Like even though he feels you don't need the glitz, the glam, you don't need any of that. He's like, but I like to imagine it. I like to like, you know, if we had all the money in the world, like how would I treat her and how would our life be? And then this is saying that realistically, like if he could stop, like he said enough romantically, he said now he's coming in logically, practically, and saying like he needs to see you, he wants to see you, he will drive to you because he knows that you're you're very stable in your life right now, and he would not ask you to pick up and move. Okay. That he kind of realizes that he shouldn't have put that pressure on you, and that maybe in the future, like after you guys reconnect, maybe a year down the line, maybe you would be willing to move. But he is being very mindful of the fact that you have made a life for yourself where you are. So the King of Cups is what he's trying to show, which is emotion and the fact that, like, the King of Cups is a really sweet guy, but the King of Cups, whether it's a guy or a girl, is a little selfish. So he is saying, like, I kind of put myself first last time. You're not writing anything, so I don't know if you're even listening. Um, I know I tell you guys don't write, but you could be like, "Oh, really?" You could say a little bit. Um, the King of Cups is just him saying like he wants to release the, like his timing and all of that. He wants to be very mindful of the life you've made and that if oh it's okay. Oh, we're good. Okay. I just want to make sure you're still there. Um we have 20 more seconds. Do you want to keep going or are you good? Eat as much as you want, however you want, girly. The last card because it's gonna go off. Yeah, you want to keep going? Okay. You can send it after, honey. After you eat, you can send it. All right, so I'm gonna, before I start the clock for 5 more minutes, I want to show you the card that came out next. So this is showing improvement, not perfection. You're welcome. Improvement, not perfection. That he is more, this time around, he wants to be more mindful of you, consider you and what you have going on, um, before being like selfish, not in like a manipulative way, but like selfishly, he wanted you there quickly and you couldn't do that. And he got restless and he kind of just gave up. So this time he wants you to know, me coming back in, he's saying, I would not come back in if I was going to pull that again. I've learned. I've learned. So where we're going to start is the Six of Wands, which the Six of Wands, everybody gets it wrong. It's a 6 out of 10. This is not a victory. This is better than a victory. This is that there is work to be done on both sides to come together to actually reconnect and actually make things work. This is somebody who is sensible, who understands that there's going to be obstacles, such as his situation, such as the location issues, etc. So um, the hard work, the 6 out of 10, you eventually get to the 10, right? And that is the victory. It does end with a victory. But everybody looks at this card and says, it's a victory card. No, it's not. It is hard work that gets you to the victory. Without the hard work, the obstacles, the challenges, you don't just race to the finish line. You know what I mean? All right, so let's do another 5 minutes. I like that message. Okay, 1 second. Whew. Okay, before I start the 5 more minutes, Greg, please let us know any other energy, thoughts, emotions, um, and feelings for Marissa. All right, let's let's see what else we get. All right, when you think of her, let's say today, what did you think about when she crossed your mind today? What did you think about? I think it's kind of cool, like what he said about this whole romantic stuff, and like he likes country too, right? If you're messy, you don't have to answer. Don't worry. Um, I feel like you guys have that in common, and not because you live in Texas, but because country music is amazing. Okay, good. So I think that he's just like, I don't know. I don't know if he happened to watch The Bachelor, or heard of it or what, but I didn't make that shit up. That's some weird, like, not weird as in bad. That's like, it's just stuff that you wouldn't normally imagine. So I actually like it. It looks like he does imagine, you know, being there with you and like having it go the distance and actually putting a label on it in the future. Yes, you're so smart. She probably does. You're so smart. She probably does. And maybe that's why he was able to. Yes, that would make sense. Oh, I love it. All right, give us a couple. Yeah, okay. All right. He wants you to know. All right. He wants you to know that if he could choose, so today, when you cross his mind, he, he definitely wants to put on the gas. He wants to push the gas so that he could see you quickly. Because he is, he's thinking about you, but that's not the same as talking to you. So this is like the I'm missing out card. But he's saying to you, like, even though I can't come today, I can't reach out today. Just know that I want to. I feel like I'm missing out. That with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm working towards uh reaching out. The Two of Wands is like, he's dealing with crap and he's going through really big decisions in his life. Um, but he wants to make sure that you know that he doesn't think of you just as an option. He's only like you're the only other woman that he's thinking about outside of the marriage. You know what I mean? He doesn't think about the other past girlfriend. Okay, what else? He wants you to know that he is walking away from what no longer serves him in his life right now, and what he wants in his life is just true love. He just wants love, whether that's from you, whether you can give that to him, whether he could give that to you. He wants to just or like put the offer out there and see where it goes. um, it's showing that he's using his intuition on this, that he does regret. It is showing that he has regrets of how you guys ended, where he's a little disappointed in himself. He wanted to hold on so tightly to the connection, the lovers, but instead he kind of screwed himself, and became a bachelor who then immediately got into a relationship. So he's kind of like finally looking at himself like, well, why did I do that? I could have just waited a little longer for Marissa and would be with Marissa. And instead, I let her go because she didn't come in fast enough, move here fast enough. And then my mistake is like rushing into another relationship. And now look at where I am. I wanted him to, but we're both stubborn. And it feels very mutual that you both kind of just, you did the same thing at the same time. Like it wasn't just him. And I think he needs to know that. So, exactly. So, Greg, I'm going to ask you, since that was the end of the extra time, you do realize that Marissa, just as much as you, fizzled out your relationship. Is that, do you understand that? Okay, good. Because I don't want him thinking like, oh yeah, I'm the one that ended it. I'm the one who, couldn't wait. No, no, no. Exactly. No words were spoken about us ending. Exactly. So he, like, as a guy, can't can't act like he ended anything, because that's not, even I can see and feel the energy of that you just kind of mirrored each other. He stopped messaging less, you stopped messaging less, and nobody called each other out. You didn't sit there and cry and say anything like, are we together? Are we not? You you both mirrored each other's actions, and you both just kind of were like, you didn't really say anything to each other. You just kind of fizzled out and moved on separately. And then sorry, his dumbass goes and runs to another relationship because men can't be alone and women can. We have so much more strength and confidence. And it's so, they call us complicated, they are complicated. So I am glad that he is aware that, like, he can't come in and be like, yeah, I'm really sorry that I, broke up with you. No, you didn't. You didn't. So I'm glad he said he understood. Even though, but he's saying, like, even though that's true, he still has guilt and remorse because at the end of the day, who's he thinking of right now? You, right? All right, what's your second question? That was good. And if you want to be romantic, okay, I think I'm feeling your energy. Okay, I will admit this. One of my love languages is gifts. Not because I like money, not because I like expensive things. I just like, I'm a Leo. I love to be complimented and I love gifts. I don't care what it is. I'm feeling like you do too. Is that true? Yes, you're the princess. Do you? Like, if you're honest, like, normally I wouldn't say that out loud, but it's true for me. It's not number one, it's probably number three, but it's one of them. Makes me feel loved, makes me feel like he thought of me. So just, if you could just answer yes or no, is one of your love languages gifts? And then text me and tell me what your next question is. And very simple. Like, you could go into a store, yes, me too, and come out with a single rose or $10 flowers and surprise me. And I'd be the most, exactly. That's all I'm saying. It could cost nothing. It could be a freaking gumball, 25-cent little ring, or, yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, what it costs. I would be just as happy, exactly like you said, a single rose, $10 rose, as I would if he bought me something for $1,000. I would equally love it. It's just, it's the thought behind the gift. It's not really the gift. It's that. All right, I knew you were gonna say it. So let's do that. All right, let's start. So Jeremiah and Samantha, I still don't feel like he's here with me, and it's bothering me. Like, yes, can I can I communicate with him without him being right next to me? Yes. But I really like when the person is right next to me and they're just giving me verbatim what they're saying. So, Greg, please come forward, and Jeremiah, please help him come forward. When this happens, when this happens, it could mean that, like, he's, like, literally this moment dealing with some bullshit. Um, and it takes away his energy a little bit. So let's do the second question and see what's going on. I really thought I would have seen him at the concert. Is that does he live in that? I'm not going to say it, but does he live in that city? Because didn't we see that you guys would either end up going to a concert together or that you would run into each other? I swear a long time ago, like last year. No way. That's what we need. I remember precisely. I don't remember timing, but I remember saying that you would get out of your area, your chair, whatever. If you like here we have the lawn, the grass, this huge lawn area, and then there's the chairs. The lawn is fun because you get to like dance. Um, so wherever you were sitting, standing, whatever, and I remember that you like would go to either get food or oh maybe I thought it was not a concert. Maybe this was a game that you were gonna either go to the bathroom. Yeah, it's more like a stadium. But I remember saying that you guys could cross paths. Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna start the clock. Let's be a fly on the wall. Let's see if he was there. There's so many people, girl, he could have been there and you might not have seen him. But I'm going to use my little thing and I'm going to ask Jeremiah, was Greg at the same concert Marissa was? It was a 2-night show. Did he go to Morgan Wallen? Did he go to Morgan Wallen? Okay, it's saying possibly. So it has the options are no, yes, possibly, and check again. I'm getting possibly. Okay, let me ask this way. This weekend was, did Greg go to a concert? Check again. What the hell? You went Friday, there was a Saturday. Yeah, I'm just asking at all. It's a huge circle. That's not an answer. Hey, Greg, did you go to Morgan Wallen concert this past Friday or Saturday night? He's answering no. He's answering no. Maybe my spirit guides don't know who Morgan Wallen is. No, he didn't go. If you could see, I'm going to do this on purpose. If you could see me doing it, I'm doing this on purpose. This is how hard he was doing it. This hard. Like you could see I'm moving it. All right. This is how far it was. And it says no, he was not there. They need to get with the program. I know, right? Yeah, I don't feel it energetically. I just don't feel it. I don't, but yeah, I'm using this. It's really hard to see, but it's really cool. They have so many options. All right, here we go. All right, let's be a fly on the wall. What's going on between Greg and Emily in their relationship, their home? If I could be a fly on the wall inside their home. This is Greg and Emily's house. What is going on in there? Show me what's going on. I'm just a fly flying around, watching all the business. Okay, so the first thing they show me is a computer. I don't know why. Let's see what that is about. Like, I said, okay, there's a computer. Who's on the computer? They show me Greg sitting on a couch with a computer on the table, like a coffee table. And he's like sitting up like I am, and he's researching. What are you researching? Prices, housing, house. Are you checking how much your house would be? Hold on. I'm gonna hold it up. Let's see how it lands. Yeah, prices. I think he's looking up what his home is worth. Is that true? Or were you looking up? It's true. Damn, I love when I get visions. So first, all I said is I saw a computer. That's it, by itself. I said, show me who's in front of the computer. It was Greg. Greg's sitting down on the couch, entering things on the computer, and then they show me prices, like the dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. So what are you looking up? What are you looking up? And then it showed me a home. It did a circle. No, honey, because I'm using this. I'm using this. If I was not using this, let's ask. So I will not use this. Okay. This says yes and yes here. So it was going, I was reading what it is here. Okay, were you looking up how much homes are worth your home? Is that what you were doing on the computer? Yep. Is this because you are looking to see how much you could sell your house for? That's a yes. Was this today? Was this today? No. Was it in the last few days? He changed it. Okay, so this happened in the last few days. Okay. Let's see what we get from cards. Wow. See, I love visions. I love visions. Okay. Oh, one more question. Is this something that Emily knows that you're looking up? I don't think it is. Yeah, he is doing this behind her back. He's doing the prep work, right? He is figuring things out so that he can, like I said in the past, is so that he can start. Yep, he's getting ready to go. Yeah. He's putting his steps, his plan into motion. He is okay. Last time I saw, like a couple times ago, I saw him. He's just like this bump on a log. His ducks in order. Yes. Very much like low energy, bump on the log. He's bored. Like that's what I saw. Now I feel total burst of energy. It's like he finally is like, okay, I made my decision. I have brought it up to her. Um, Her mom has come in and like tried to like douse the fire to make it worse. Like I'm finally freaking ready and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this when she's not around, when she's got things to do, and I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna start putting my ducks in order. So let's pull some cards. What is going on in that house, in that relationship? This is good. It's like full energy. Like, you know, I have had no energy the last 3 days, and I'm like, I need energy. I need to do a lot of things I want to get done. But when I don't know why it like takes over, right? Like stress, anxiety, insomnia, you don't get enough rest, you're not going to be able to do a lot the next day, right? So now this has like awakened the beast in a good way. It's making him go into action. You're the same way. See? It's so weird. Me too. So weird. All right. So what else do you want us to know? All right. Oh, okay. This isn't you. I was about to say, how does that make sense? Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles to the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is an X. I'm thinking, how are you fitting into this? You're not. This is him saying what you told me before, that he owned a house with the previous girlfriend before you, and that he was able to do this one time, he can do it again. And so this is just saying that in his mind, he got through it once, he'll get through it again. Yes, he wasn't married to that girl, but it's almost more of a commitment to own a house together than it is to get divorced. When you have no kids, it's very simple to get a divorce. Very simple. Okay, so let's see what else. Woo! Okay, so what are you trying to tell me here? So I have the Four of Wands, which is relationship or house. The Eight of Wands, which is communication. The Ten of Cups. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, it's very simple. The Ten of Cups is that he wants to be happy, so he's letting her know, and we've already seen this, but he is he is telling her, I want us both to be happy. In order for like you not to hate me and me not to hate you, is to decide together that we shouldn't be prolonging the inevitable with staying together. All right. Now, do I think he's scared to like tell her I'm looking, researching how much the house is, who to hire to sell the house, and all that good stuff, right? Because he's wanting to do it behind her back right now, but he knows that in order to sell it, he has to tell her because she's on the deed. So, uh, she's basically saying like that she wants to save the marriage, but he's still blocking it. Damn, that was 10 minutes already. You want to keep going or not? I'm gonna finish these two cards. and then you can decide. So the lady who was their realtor was a friend of her mom's. Keep going. Okay. I'm going to keep going on this one, and then I'll take a quick break and do your last one. Deal? Yeah, we got to keep going. This is better than the last question. It's more information. All right. So I just want to show you that Seven of Wands came out first. The Seven of Wands for me is like going no contact, right? And also having to defend his own honor. Because if you look at this, it really is the no contact card. But if you look, there's wands all around him. He's using one of them to defend himself. Imagine that each one of these wands are being held by people. So there's 6 people going at him. One is her, one is Emily, one is Emily's mom. The third one is another fucking person on her side. He feels like he's going to be attacked if he already hasn't been. We know that the mom has attacked him, but I feel like more people, okay, her dad. So there's more people, and he has to continue to defend the fact that he doesn't want to stay married. Okay. So he's staying true to himself and what he wants and what he desires. And at the end of the day, like, he's like, don't you want to be happy? Have I made you happy since we've been married? I know I haven't been the best husband. So I know you can't say, you treat me so great, because I know how I treat you. I don't treat you like shit. I don't treat anybody like shit. But I'm not giving you what a husband should be giving you. And you are lowering your standards to stay with me. Her friends, her dad. I really hope he has his mom and brother on his side. Let's ask. Greg, has your mom and or brother been stepping up to helping you now that her family's getting involved? All right, so now that her family's getting involved, they are speaking up. They are defending him because number one, doesn't matter if him and his brother aren't close. The fact is, in a way, I look at Greg being the one that's allowing them to live there. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like it is. I feel like Greg is more of the provider than anybody in that house, and they should be very happy. Um, oh, I forgot to start the time, so you get extra time. All right, but Greg is not the type that's like, hey, you guys, can you please defend me? He's not that type. So it's like, I think that his mom helped first. And then I think his mom said, you're his brother and you better have his back with those bitches. She goes, she does not like Emily's mom. His mom does not like Emily's mom at all. Um, she's nice to Emily because she feels that Emily is she's immature for her age emotionally, if that makes sense. I can totally see why. Um, and so she's very here's the deal. His mom is not a nurturer. So Greg's mom is not a nurturer. She's not very maternal. But when she sees Emily's mom being a total, her word, bitch to Greg, she's going to attack as Mama Bear. She's she's not very emotional. She's not maternal, like I said, but she is there when it counts, right? Like she is there when it counts. Um, so what else is going on? So this is good though, because it's showing that his energy, Marissa, is okay. They want to bash on me. They all want to gang up on me. Um, but I'm gonna put that aside, which is hard to do, and I'm gonna focus because I think he was in the dumps, and then he finally got this like urge of energy to like, all right, what do I got to do to get out? You know what I mean? All right, what else? Anything else? See, because Emily's definitely begging him to stay. Okay, and I don't look at her bad for this. Okay, when you are being provided for, when you are in love, you don't want to lose that. So because she's immature emotionally, I look at her a little different. Like you're very strong. I'm very strong. Some people are not, and she's not. So I almost feel sorry for her because she didn't do anything to deserve the divorce. She just needs to accept it. And so she's getting a little bit too carried away with like the begging, the crying, the please don't leave me. It's almost pathetic. I hate to say that. But it's like, girl, he doesn't want you anymore. Like he he doesn't, why do you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? Like that, like she needs some sense knocked into her. But the fact is, it's like everybody's saying, like, her mom is telling Greg, don't you love her? You said vows in front of our family. You need to fix this, the temperance. Um, you need to, see that you have created a, you know what I mean? Like you created this relationship. You went through with everything. So he's just getting a lot of I don't know what the word is. It Nobody is like, okay, from a girl that has been through it, she needs to grow up. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Hugh tantrums and attitude had a lot to do with it. Agreed. Agreed. I agree with you on that. I do think that time is up. I do think that when we first started asking about her, she was always crying, always freaking crying. And sometimes when the guy is a horrible man, he is the tin man. He doesn't give emotions, doesn't show them, um, doesn't spend time with them, cheats on them. Those are the men that should make you cry. He doesn't do any of those things. She's very high maintenance. And that's why they're unequally yoked. They are not meshing. Greg doesn't show emotion unless I was gonna say that is funny that you said that. That is super funny you said that because it just became Cancer Month. Um, and the Ace of Wands, with what you just said, describes these two cards. Like Greg doesn't show emotion unless you bring it out of him. And the way to bring it out of him is not to beg and not to cry. And you know what I mean? Like, I do feel bad for her because I do think she needs to grow up. But I also feel that Greg being more emotionally regulated, I think he never should have made these big decisions. Like, we can't blame it all on the girl. We gotta blame Greg. We significantly, in my mind, yeah. Greg grew up in a middle class family like I did. We didn't grow up rich, but we were always given what we needed and wanted. Girl, I wish. I've lived almost 44 years struggling my ass off. Okay, my love. But that's good because you guys understand each other more. It just you know what we should ask one day? I don't think you should ask this today, but just in general, like what made, because they are so different, like what made him be with her? Like what made him fall in love at least to get engaged and get married, and now he's regretting it, but like he wanted change. Ooh. So, okay, I know what you're saying right now. I know what you're saying right now. Men cannot be alone. He wanted change. She represented change. He moved to be with her. And then reality hit. He had been wanting to leave his job. Oh. And then reality hit. You had talked about it. Wow. Men can't be alone, I'm telling you. Just like when Chris left, it was like, are you crazy that 2 weeks later you're with another woman when you're married to Marissa? You know what I mean? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. Send me your next question, my love. When you said his scapegoat, who are we talking about? Are we talking about Emily? Or are we talking about Chris in heaven? Emily. And then the oh yeah was Chris in heaven. Because you see, just like with my ex, like they have to be with somebody. It's ridiculous. Grow some fucking balls. I'm not talking about Greg. I'm just saying most of the male population. Like we have been alone for a long time and we are a-okay. Heaven was just easy and knew nothing about his problems. I agree. He got to be whoever he wanted to be. Chris. He got to change and be a chameleon to be exactly what heaven was looking for. Ew. Ew. I hate that she even has that name. Okay, I'll be right back. I got a good one. Maybe ask, once you and Greg reconnect, and after he comes to see you, you know, that whole thing where he takes you out, you guys stay the night at a hotel. The question would be from there, what kind of a relationship would he pursue with you? Slash, how what kind of a boyfriend or dating partner would he be? Are you in here? Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, wait. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay, good. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so I thought of your question, so let's go back and see what I wrote. All right, so maybe ask. Okay, so Jeremiah and Samantha and Greg, please come back in. Let's reset, refresh, and Marissa as well. The question is going to be once Marissa and Greg reconnect, meaning he contacts her, one, two, he and she start texting um, a good amount. Three, he finally says, I really want to hang and see you, depending what is going on in his life. Uh, I still see it being the taking you out, going on a date, and then maybe staying the night, staying up all night talking. And I don't know if something will happen, maybe, maybe not. But the question would be from there, from that point, what kind of relationship would he pursue with you? Slash, what kind of a boyfriend or dating partner would he be? We're good with that question? Okay. So is that the emoji? Like, cause I can't see, but I'm like guessing. Is that the is he doing this? Yeah. I didn't know they had that pink one. That is legit. Oh, give me one. It's the nose players. I didn't know that. Okay, let me just write Andrew back. Okay, are you here, Andrew? I'm going to do Marissa's question right now, and then you will be after. I'm going to put, are you watching? If you are watching, I can text you when it's your turn. All right, here we go. So we have two parts, basically. All right, I'm going to say it one more time before I start the time. So the question is Jeremiah and Samantha and Greg, kind of looking into your higher self and your trajectory of predictions in all. So we already know you're going to reach out. You guys are going to start texting. Then you're going to see each other. You're going to drive down, most likely to her, have a date night, and get closer, obviously. And then from that point on, as you go back to where you live, she goes, back to her normal life of working and whatnot. Half of the question is, uh, I want to say it correctly. Okay, what would be from there? What kind of relationship would he pursue with you? All right. So, part one, what kind of relationship would he pursue with you at first? Slash, what kind of boyfriend or dating partner would he be? All right. Whew. Andrew, are you in here? All right. So show me first how would you pursue her? Greg, how would you pursue Marissa once you get to that spot where you are driving back to your place? You've come off of a high. Okay, real. For real. Andrew, I'll do your questions after this one, okay? You can send in for the questions though. Uh, Meanwhile. All right. So they're both in depth. So 20 and 20. All right. What type of person, or I'm sorry, no, that's the second part. Well, how are you going to pursue Marissa going forward from that point? Okay, number one, he wants to put out that, like, okay, when you first see each other, it's going to feel like it's been a long time waiting. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck. Um, and that's just, both of you understand that, you guys missed each other. You guys had a really good time. That you've been corresponding for several weeks at this point. Um, he wants you to know that if you guys do end up being intimate, when he comes down, that is not his sole purpose. That he definitely doesn't want you to think that he is just another guy. That he definitely has feelings behind it, or he wouldn't even he wouldn't reconnect with you. B, he wouldn't drive down there or meet you at like a middle place. Okay. So the intentions um would be, let's see. Yeah. So the reason he said that is the King of Wands. Even though like he's going to be very attracted to you, and like you guys are going to have like chemistry. No, but it's bound to happen. It ain't my first rodeo with him. Exactly. Um, so that's why he's saying, like, I think he's saying, like, yeah, we're gonna have this. Like, it's gonna happen. The chemistry is there. But like, don't think that that's all that there is. Like, when he leaves, be confident and just be like, you know where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, kind of leave it in his hands. He says that he's going to pursue you as the Empress. So that's a lot of respect, love, harmony, um, care, right? Then it's wow. I didn't think you would come out next to this card, which is fantastic. So we have you, the Scorpio, and the Magician. So the Magician came out first. The Magician is that he at this point he would have already been feeling the feels, right? You're gonna start out kind of like, you know, you're gonna start out temporarily corresponding, just how's your day, real easygoing stuff, not, you know, a whole like immediate relationship, right? And so it's just he he's going to be pursuing you consistently, but not like charging too fast towards you. Also, you're here, which means that at one point the relationship came to the death, which is, it ended at some point, it fizzled out, and now he's hoping that, a transformation or a part two to 2.0 um, can happen. Um, let's see. How else? So he's going to show you that he cares about you by giving you a lot of his time, a lot of his effort, whether that is coming to see you in person, whether that is making sure he says good morning, beautiful every day, making sure that he stays in consistent contact, to give you compliments, to ask you questions, to learn about you and what he missed over these times. He really wants to let you know that he wants to give you his stability. Yes, 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 yes. Uh, and this is going to lead uh, to a relationship. All right. It's not going to be an automatic boyfriend girlfriend. Um, but it is, you're going to feel like you can say the things that you didn't say back then. I feel that you're going to feel like, hey, I'm the prize. You chose to like kind of, go do your thing, and you're in the middle of doing your thing and getting out of it. Um, and like, you kind of need to do that before like I consider really investing in you. And so he's going to be showing you with actions, with words, with love, with care, um, the Ace of Cups. Over time, what he's hoping is that you guys get back to where you were at your best, that you guys, that the past heals itself, that you become friends first and lovers second. All right. And so let's hurry up, and I've got 2 minutes left. So I'm thinking we're going to go over. Is that all right? This way we would do like 8 minutes of each. We're 8 minutes in. As he's dealing with that, I'm going to make it clear. Okay, I'm not going to be a hidden secret. That's what you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind and you're saying it even better. Yes. You're reading my mind and you're saying it even better. Um, as he's dealing with that, I'm gonna make it clear I'm not gonna be a hidden secret either, just to protect her feelings. 1000%. I agree with you. He can't be having this whole relationship with you on the side and like acting acting like he's going out of town for business or something. He can't pull that shit. And I could feel that you will have the confidence. You walked away one time, you'll do it again. If he doesn't come correct this time, knowing that he's got a lot on his plate that he needs to figure out and not pitter patter, he needs to get to it. I do feel like you will wholeheartedly be able to say what you want to say and show that you have your value, that you respect yourself, and that, ooh, I love that even more. I have no fear of walking away anymore. I walked away from my marriage. I'd do it to anybody. Oh, I love that. Hold on. I write quotes down anytime I hear them. All right. Time just went out. So we have five, or I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. It's probably going to go over like 3 because of what I just, well, whatever. The time ran out. Um, I always write down quotes in my notebooks, and I want to write that one down. So I'll have it for later. Okay, so let's continue. Now we want to know what kind of boyfriend or dating partner will he be this time around. So I'm gonna put 5 minutes, but it might go over a couple of minutes, which is okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, now I have the chills. Yeah, and you know what? They're showing me this, and I was about to just shuffle, but they are saying that you learned so much from Chris and Heaven, and like being hopeful that like Chris would see who he's with. Yeah, he is. He is finally. So that devil is Heaven, and that you eventually got out of that. You're healed from that. You're over Chris, and so yeah, that was the hardest choice of your life. Exactly. Traumatized. Um, Therefore you're never like me being abstinent for almost 7 years. When I finally decide to be with somebody, if I see any red flag, I'm out, done, over. And I won't even say a word. I'll just go. Take exactly. All right, so let's see. What kind of boyfriend or dating partner will Greg be to Marissa this time around? Okay. Provider. Even though you have a job, you work a lot. I love Scorpio women. I do not like Scorpio men. I'm a Gemini moon. I love Geminis too. I love Gemini men. Girl, I don't put up with shit anymore. Just delete and move on. Exactly. Delete and move on. So he's saying like, ooh, okay, I like these so far. The King of Pentacles. That is somebody stable. That is somebody who wants to provide, even though he wants you to have your career because it's something you love. He would never take that away from you, but he wants you to know that he will work hard to be a good provider, not only to you, but the family, hopefully, that you guys have if you guys end up together. The Six of Pentacles, be very sharing, like share a lot, whether it's money, time, effort. He will treat you as an equal, and the Lovers is that he will He will feed the relationship. He will feed the connection. He will work hard on anything that you guys dispute. If you right, so he's kind of like if he was getting paid really good money, he would probably say, like, if you're going to be his wife, let's just say way in the future, he would be like, okay, do that so that you could do what you really love. Stop working. Yep. For rent, I just want to be around you and do your own thing. That's so sweet. I love that. So he is saying he will be comforting. He will be there for you. Uh, he will. I call it the three P's: provide, professing his love, and protect. Those are the three P's. Quote by Steve Harvey: provider, protector, professor of love. All right. So this is showing me that he would want that family. There's kids in the background. There's a house. He's saying that the sex will be good. Um, he knows how to be a good partner. If it's somebody that the 5 minutes are up, I'll do like 2 more minutes. Um, if it's somebody he's in love with, he will. Yeah, you do. You and these redheaded babies, dear God. So the Two of Cups, he will treat you as his soulmate, as somebody that he can talk to, but he will also, like, you guys will be best friends, but he will also always pursue you. I'm hearing that you maybe have told him this about you, that like you never want to like be married and like just not work on things. You want to date your husband. I don't know if you ever talked about that or if that's something that is in your heart. But it looks like he wants to say like we'll make time for dates. Even if we have a couple toddlers in diapers, we'll get um, one of the grandparents to watch the kids once a month at first. I always said I want weekly date nights, never to go bad. There you go. He told me to tell you that you said that. That's amazing. All right, I'm going to pull one more card. I love it. We end with communication. Consistent, honest communication. Never to, wow, exactly what you said. Never to go mad at each other. That's a rule. And that if there's something that is bothering him or you, that you guys have the respect that you guys talk about it and you don't go to bed till you figure it out. I love it. To me, the silent treatment is the cruelest thing you can possibly do to your partner. All right, we've got 2 questions for real. That was always punishment. Yep. Yep. Oh, girl, I've been there and got the same punishment. And it is not okay. Okay, let me read. I love you too. Ooh. Okay, Andrew, are you on here? Thank you, Marissa. I love you too. And then just send the 30. The dirty 30. Okay, yes, I am, and she promised she will tell me, but in case she doesn't, in a few weeks, I'm going to give her space to tell me because I want the arguing and resentment to stop. It's not fair if she shows up for me emotionally and I don't, so she needs to get over her fears. Yes. Okay, you have two questions. So it's going to be, when will it be intimate? And what will she do for your birthday? Okay, I'm going to take a quick break till I hear from Andrew. Thank you, Marissa. He just said, wait. I still need a break because I need to disconnect from all of the energy Marissa's brought. So what I do is I go and I sage myself and I say thank you for Marissa's all of that, and I release it so I could bring in fresh energy, a clear canvas for you. So sure, I get the break, but I also am like doing it so that no other energies are getting intertwined. So just text me. It's only going to take 5 minutes. No worries. Okay. Okay, are you here now? Say I'm here. Your mom used to do that to you until you put her in her place? Damn. A mother to her child? Not okay. All right, I'm going to start. Send payment through so I could start now. And then I'll be off by 8 o'clock. I need to take my meds and make myself dinner. I swear I don't get any. It's funny. I don't get any like notifications. Let me see. Is it because it's Cash App? Yeah, it's Cash App. Cash App. Cash App for some reason does not alert. No. It's now going through. I see. Hold on. So Marissa. I see it at the bottom. It just doesn't have your name yet. That's all. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, which one do you want to do first? My love, my friend. Marissa, are you still on here? Okay. Can one of you in all capital letters say questions are closed for the night, please? And then I'm going to start bringing in Spirit. Once again, Spirit, thank you so much for Marissa's questions and answers. Thank you. I'm going to pin it. Let's end this. Perfect. Yay. Silent treatment, first of all, it's so immature. Thank you. Real did it really fast. Okay, Andrew, I think let's start with the first question. The first one. All right, so like I said, thank you for Marissa's question and answers and everybody that was in the energy circle is now released, and now it's I don't know why I said a clear canvas. First of all, that is wrong. It's a blank canvas. I tell you, ever since my car accident, my cognitive and my memory and my words, usually they don't get weird during readings. It's usually every other minute of the day. Okay, so the first question is going to be Jeremiah and Samantha. Let's bring Lee in. And the first question, let's start. I won't start the time until I say the question, but let's get it ready. God bless Andrew. God bless you for being in this for, am I right when I say 13 months? Maybe a little longer? Like, Lord have mercy on your soul. You have waited and been so patient for so long. I don't know how you're able to do that, but I think it's because you care about her so much. So let's see. The question is, when will y'all make Whoopi? I'm such a dork. When will Lee and Andrew finally be intimate? Please tell me that you've done a lot of other things. Please tell me that. I feel like you're going to tell me no. Oh my God. Okay. In my mind, what they're telling me, sorry, Spirit is saying it's been nothing more than a kiss. Nothing. Nada. So, like, I was watching a show the other day, and they were like, first base is a kiss, second base is feeling the boobs. And I'm like, that's second base? Just feeling that? And they're like, and then third is, oral or whatever. And then fourth is the home run. So I'm being told you guys don't even kiss a lot. It's this girl though. It's you're like, look, if you won't, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that there's not much intimacy at all. And yet she wants you and you alone. So Marissa is still on here. So we got to let her in on a little bit. The fact is, he's been dealing with this girl for 13 months. They are, what's the word? Real? They are exclusive, but they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. So what that tells me is that she doesn't want him going anywhere. I love it. I better get some for my birthday. All right, I'm gonna start looking into this. You're like, that's what I want for my birthday. I love that we thought of these questions. I'm so happy. Yeah, you do. Are you kidding? It's like if she's not willing, because I understand celibacy because I've been doing it since May of 2019. Okay. And I'm not even talking about just like that or like that, like not one kiss, nothing. But it's my choice. Okay. My choice. I know it's her choice, and I know you also had that going on, or have that going on currently. But it's like if she's not willing to do the whole thing, at least, yeah, it's truth. May 15th, 2019. It's the truth. She's not the prettiest girl I talked to, but really, I literally told Marissa, I think that you believe that she's like the hottest girl that you've ever been with, and that's why, like, maybe that's what's why. But you are literally saying uh the opposite right now. So I give props to you in this generation. Thank you. Because most guys wouldn't hold off this long for a girl not to give him anything exactly. He he deserves something because it's not fair for her to be exclusive with him and him not allowed to date anybody else or to have sex with anybody else. But she also won't give him the label. That is highly unfair to me. Highly unfair. I know it's her libido and all of that. I know, right, but come on, exactly. Same thing. I asked myself. There's this show on TLC called Virgins, and one girl has never, well, is a virgin, and she like er, she went to a gynecologist and she truly can't even have uh anything in there. Okay, not a tampon, not nothing. No, she's younger. He's what, 25 in July. 25 in July. And you could sit there and say libido's same thing. I don't have the libido to like really want it, but if I was dating somebody for 13 months and they have waited for me, are you kidding me? No. So All right, we're getting the win. So let's get the answer here. So the Seven of Pentacles. This is something that goes through your mind on a daily basis. When am I even ever gonna be intimate with her? It feels like she has this wall built in steel around her, like she's got a chastity belt, and that what she says goes, and this is a burden on you. This is not normal for you. This is not this is not something you would do for any random girl. It is, whatever you said, that her personality, I think it was what you said, that held you on this long. So let's try to get when will this happen? Will it happen ever? Or will you guys end things before you ever get there? So, I'm going to ask my spirit guides, Jeremiah, do you see Lee ever giving in to real slash Andrew and having sex? Wow, I'm a little surprised that I'm getting a yes. I'm not super surprised, but I'm a little surprised. I kind of feel like here's what I'm kind of getting big picture is that you're going to have to kind of walk away at some point, not because of not having intimacy, but because of what is holding her back in general. You're going to have to let her realize what she's lost and what she has. And this is not a player move. This is not a game. This is, I'm not doing whatever you're doing anymore, whether it's a game, whether it's fears, whether it is God's know, only you two know. At some point, it's like she needs to realize that, like, you're a freaking amazing guy who has waited for her 13 months and going, and that you don't even know if it's going to happen at all. And it's like, and then when I saw that you guys don't even do more than kiss and that you don't kiss a lot, I don't even think you guys spend a lot of time in person. And it just, I don't know. I know that you look at it. I know as a Cancer, you're very aware of your situation. Let me see what you wrote. Her last talking stage lasted 13 months before that man was able to go down on her. See, you know what? I would rather have sex than that first. If I was going to, if I was going to be like, today's the day, I'm going to not be celibate anymore. I feel like it's more intimate for somebody to go down, at least for the woman, for me. Um, so heck, I know my sex drive was crazy at that age. That's what I'm saying. He's turning 25. Like, he's already lost over a year. Yeah, I have a high sex drive, but I've been doing myself just fine. Well, yeah, duh. At least you guys can. Well, I can. I mean, anybody can, but I think it's giving yes because I'm giving her, oh, that's some kind of medication for her libido. Okay, time ran out, but I'm still going to get you the answer. It's the fact that her gynecologist hasn't figured out her libido issues. Makes me think either she's lying or she has a terrible gynecologist. It's like, okay, why doesn't then she get referred to a nude gynecologist? My general doctor retired and I freaked out because I am a creature of habit and I've been going to him for 20 years. So I saw 3 different doctors so far. I do not like their energy, so I keep moving on. If she's not getting the answers or finding out what will help and seeing that it does help, then she needs a different gynecologist. Or she's lying because you're not supposed to have libido issues. No, unless she has, and I know exactly what that is. My mom has it, my sister has it. Endometriosis. Okay, so let's just find out. They're saying that yes, but right now the energy is stuck, dude. Like the energy is stuck. You really do have to lean into your gifts, your spiritual psychic gifts to figure out if you know what I mean, like because she's coming off as the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is now I know she's not a bitch, and I would never call your girlfriend, as I look at it, your girlfriend, a bitch. But the Queen of Swords is like, I'm in control. Okay, good. I'm in control, and what I say goes, and what I say doesn't go, and I'm in charge here with this relationship, with our communication, with our intimacy, with everything. It's on her timeline, not yours. I did get confused by one thing you texted me. You said that you, I don't know, I would think you meant this the opposite way. Please explain to me. You said something along the lines of, she's giving to me emotionally, and I'm not giving to her emotionally, which isn't fair. And I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. So please tell me as I'm finding the answer. Because we have already went 15 minutes on this because we're cracking up. Okay, let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, this is what you wrote. It's not fair if she shows up for me emotionally and I don't. That's what you put. And I would think that you meant that the other way around. That you're showing up for her emotionally and she's not for you. So please tell me what you mean by that. It's not fair if she shows up for me emotionally and I don't. So she needs to get over her fears. Okay, let me get the timing for you. All right, show me when intimacy might be. Now, can intimacy be one or the other? Third base or fourth? Okay. No, I'm going to ask whether it's third base or fourth. Okay, wait. We had to first talk about emotional needs. So I told her and made examples to it. I sent her a note. So she said she will start showing up. She is unable to communicate her own needs because she feels vulnerable. But she promised me she will tell me. Okay. But do you see what I'm saying? If you don't know what she needs because she won't tell you, then that's her not stepping up emotionally for you. You are to her. Oh, okay. If she doesn't tell you her needs, you will give her her space. Exactly. Okay, I get it. So I get it. You told her what you need, So she's going to work on doing that. But she can't give you what she needs because it makes her feel vulnerable. Therefore, if you don't know what her needs are, you can't fulfill them. Therefore, you have to give her space so she can figure it out. I got it. Okay, perfect. So we have the wands. Now, the wands is all about intimacy. Usually, this is about a one night stand, which I think you'd be okay with at this point, a one time thing. The thing is, I feel like they're telling me you don't have privacy. You don't have a place where she could give you what you said you wanted. And I don't want to talk about it live because there's 4 people watching. So we're not going to go there. I'm going to call it third base versus fourth. You know what that is. We don't need to say it. All right. So I'm being told you don't have like a room to hang out with each other to like watch movies, do you? I could be wrong. I love you got your car. You're like, do it right here. In Home Alone, or we can get a place. Right. Like, okay, so you could make it happen. She has a few weeks to tell me. If not, I'm going no contact until she tells me because she will start resenting me if I don't show up for her too. Yeah. All right, give me a minute. Don't write anything. I want to get the answer for you. But they are saying that, like, yeah, like it's a little bit of a challenge, but you can get it done. So with the full card, it feels like she's got to change though from the Queen of Swords, rigid and controlling, and into the full card, which is feeling free and vibrant and ready and willing, right? Like her whole energy has to change in order for intimacy to be on the table. So therefore, you are stuck, my friend. You are stuck. Um, she she can easily give excuses for why. Yeah, look, I got my heart broken. Somebody cheated on me. Whatever she's saying. Um, she said she wants to change, but only for something free, fun, and flirty. Weird. I don't know about. I don't know what to think about that yet. But that's what that card would be: free, fun, and flirty. She's letting this whoever hurt her in her past. She is allowing that person to control her life, her brain, her emotions, her heart, and her body. And until, just like you said, she gets over her fears, this isn't gonna happen. It does show that you guys are gonna be together long enough for it to happen, but I'm not getting a gauge. I could give you my best gut feeling. I am asking. See, look, I didn't even ask yet, but because the devil's here, this is her fears. And look, it's spinning. It's going crazy. Okay, will they ever become intimate? Third or fourth base. So it's a yes that it will happen. It's a matter of when. So let me just give me 2 minutes. We're at like 25 minutes. So I need to stop reading the comments and get the answer. All right, give me 2 minutes. All right, show me when this is going to happen. Any form of it where they can be alone, where they can figure it out, where they can have a little bit of privacy. Does she ever say that she won't until it feels like until she's ready to say, yes, you're my boyfriend, that's when it would happen. But it's kind of weird that she said she wants to change, but only for something free, fun, and flirty. So now are you telling me she doesn't want, uh, okay. She's got to get over her fears, man. I think, oh my God, I have the chills. They're telling me that yeah, if you don't get anything from her in the next few weeks, you need to go no contact. You need to do what you just did when you said that you deleted her contact because, like, you need to kind of open your eyes again to there's other women everywhere. You're young, you're at that age, you don't want to blink another year has gone by and nothing has progressed. If you're wanting a relationship and she's wanting fun, free, flirty, now we're definitely at a crossroads. So I'm just hearing that, like, I keep wanting to say by September, but I feel like she's going to keep moving the time. So I'm going to be wrong no matter what I say right now because from the moment I started reading, I saw by September. I could have said that 25 minutes ago, but I definitely don't want to be wrong again. Um, because that's not my intention. Um, I don't either. So that's why I would rather say that when she's ready to be your girlfriend, that's when it's going to happen. It's not going to be specific timing because she's constantly changing it herself. And you might be the one in the end who ends it. I think she needs a good ending to where she's like, oh, holy shit, I need to get him back. He is the best boyfriend I could ever ask for. And I am a moron and I'm completely out of my mind crazy if I let this man go because what just happened over the 13 months is that I got him ready for his next girlfriend. Like he's ready. And I feel like she would chase you. I do feel like she would at that time kind of break down and be like, I don't want to lose you. But I just don't it's up to you, if you want to be monogamous and exclusive. I just think it's so stupid. It's the label. It's not about the label. It's like, look at what I've done for you lately. Okay, let's go to the next question. So the last question is, does she have anything planned for your birthday? She does. She does. Good. That's exactly the headspace you want her in. You know that. This goes way back. You and me met first before I met anybody else. This goes way back. You know what you're doing. You're also psychically inclined to know and to read the energy. And I think that you should feel that after 13 plus months, if she doesn't know what she wants, then you're gone. And I'll tell you, she'll chase you. She will come fighting for you. But if you don't do it, she won't. So TikTok is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing that you already know this. You already decided this. TikTok. You know when the time is going to be. Okay, let's do this. Put the 10 minutes on the clock. All right. And I told her I'm not interested in being. Oh, fuck no. There is no we're just friends. No effing way. Whether it's the girl, the guy, it doesn't matter. No way. July 3rd is your birthday. She said she wanted to keep kissing as friends. Dude, you need to walk away from this girl. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. She's trying to be like, oh, view me in this. Have you ever, like, looked up BPD and then saw if any of those symptoms resonate with her? It's very narcissistic. Yes. She's very narcissistic. It really feels like she splits. And I'm just now learning about this, but I am bipolar. BPD is borderline personality disorder. Completely different. Oh, well, I'm bipolar. I am. I don't think she is. BPD. Okay. She's just stubborn and seems narcissistic at times. All right. Let's see if she's gonna do anything for your birthday. All right. We don't want to tell you, me and Marissa are not trying to tell you to break up with the girl. You put in 13 months. We're just saying be real with yourself and just protect yourself at all costs. All right. It looks like, did you do something nice for her on her birthday? If you did, she's definitely going to do something nice. Exactly. It has to become time where she doesn't see you as this over emotionally dramatic boyfriend. She needs to see you tough as nails, no more bullshitting. I am out. True, me too, but some people, not saying him, oh, you just gave her money. Okay. They're like, every time I am a little critical, people drop like flies. I will tell you because they don't want to hear it. But I know that he knows that I'm not trying to be like F him or sorry, F her. I honestly hope it works out because I know that he wants it to. And I truly want it to work out, and I hope that it's just fears. But 13 months in I just feel like that's crazy. That's it. Yes. Woo! Oh my god, a card just flew out. So it looks like she's okay. So here's the cards I'm getting. So we have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So that's like obviously soulmate and the Lovers, a deep connection, and the Star is like wish fulfillment, which would be like, what is something that you want. Do I think that she's a very like good? The only way you guys are going to move forward is by you being that blunt and walking away. You'll never, otherwise, she'll just make you constantly be chasing her and hoping and all this emotional craziness. Okay, the Knight of Cups, the Empress, she's basically saying that, you do a lot for her, but this to me is misguided. If I looked at these 5 cards and I didn't know you, I would be like, "Oh, wow. It's going to be something great, big, super sweet from the heart." But because I know the energy I'm reading, it is more like smoke and mirrors. It's more like it looks the cards are making it look like it's going to be this big deal, and I am feeling in my gut and that it's going to be nice, but it's like she overthinks things too, and she's like, well, if I do something super nice, he's going to think like we're totally good. And yeah, I gave her way too much money. Boy, I think where I effed up is giving her girlfriend treatment. That's all I'm trying to say. Take the exclusivity off the table. You freely date. You tell her, I don't care if you date, go ahead. She's not going to. But yes, that is exactly how I would describe that too. Girlfriend treatment or boyfriend treatment without the labels. Don't do it. Because that's what she expects now. But I feel like she's not giving you very much. Sorry that the questions aren't like great, but I feel like our conversation is great. Um these cards are make like I'm gonna be wrong, but not because you're my friend, okay? Not because I am biased. I'm actually going against what these cards are saying. These cards are making me think that it's going to be something super special, so super sweet. She's so in love and blah blah blah. But it to me it's a false reality that I'm being shown here. And what is ruling that false narrative or reality is the devil. The devil doesn't have to be toxic, but it is mostly for me fear. And that's what she has. And fear fear is what is driving her and what needs to happen. I don't think it'll happen by your birthday, but maybe because it does show that you walk away from this relationship. It shows that you walk away. Okay, I'm 15 minutes over. I'm going to end that. You could show me. I'm going to end. She'll get you something, but it's not going to be super romantic and over the top. But she'll get you something. But definitely tell me because I want to remember those 5 cards that made it look like everything was going to be super, super sweet and amazing. And maybe it will. Who knows? But that's only 2 weeks from now. Are you texting me something? Because I'm going to get off of here, honey. You can text it to me and I'll chat with you as I'm cooking my dinner, okay? Let me see. She sent this to you? No, I did. I just read it. She sent this to you? No way. Her mom was eavesdropping? This is exactly what the Queen of Swords is. Harsh, cold, unreceptive. Oh my god. Holy crap. Yeah, it sure did give it a another shot. Damn. Yeah, you're the person you're with should never make you feel like that. Okay, I'm getting off, honey, because we started at 7:30 and it's 8:18. It's been like 45 minutes. But I loved our conversation. Her mom saved her. Oh, I will. I'll send it right now. Let me see. I don't know if I just take a screenshot. Okay. Let me send it to her. Said to send this to you. This is a text from Lee to him after her mom. How do you spell eavesdropped? I'm all looking. Eavesdropped on their conversation. Okay, I sent it to her. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. Bye, guys. Whoever's watching, I appreciate you. And tomorrow should be the day. I keep saying this every other day. The energy has been zapped, but I am doing zodiac readings. It will happen. Please push for like a lot of energy so that I can do this because I'm really excited to. All right, good night. You can text me if you need to.